everyone, welcome to our channel of Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. My name is Kajal Kulkarni and I am going to teach grade 6 honeysuckle. Students, today we are going to see all about our space shuttle. So, can you tell me that flying an aeroplane and a space shuttle, is it the similar task? Yes, do you think it is similar? No, it is totally different. Flying a single seater jet and an aeroplane is also totally different. So, just imagine that flying a shuttle, it must be such a vast or big huge difference. So, today we are going to see all about NASA and an astronaut. You all must be knowing her. She is none other than Kalpana Chawla. So, shall we start with our lesson about Kalpana Chawla? Okay, so let's start. Tragedy in space. US shuttle Columbia breaks into flames. See students, this was the shuttle of Columbia in which Kalpana Chawla was also present, and what happened to that shuttle is all in this chapter. Okay? In an unprecedented space tragedy, US space shuttle Columbia carrying India-born American astronaut Kalpana Chawla and 6 others broke apart in flames as it streaked over Texas towards its landing strip on Saturday, 1st February 2003, killing all 7 on board. That means all the astronauts who were present in that shuttle were all killed. The shuttle lost contact with NASA at about 9 am, that is 19.30 hours Indian Standard Time. As it came in for landing, it was flying at an altitude of over 2 lakhs feet and travelling at over 20,000 km per hour when ground control lost contact with the shuttle. Columbia had lifted off on 16 January 2003 from the Kennedy Space Center, Florida. It had stayed in orbit for 16 days and the 7-member crews conducted 80 experiments before it began its downward journey, which ended in tragedy. This was Columbia's 28th space flight and the shuttle was said to be good for 100 flights. Now, in this passage, in this part, it is said that the shuttle was taken off it was lifted on 16 January 2003, and in this shuttle, they were in the orbit for 16 days and they performed 80 experiments. See students, they are taking the shuttle up in the space. It is not just for fun. It is for the sake of experiments. They perform experiments in the space. So, this shuttle was in the orbit for 16 days and while it was coming back on the earth, on the ground, some technical problem happened in it and it was all burnt into flames and all the crew members were killed. So, we will start with the life of Kalpana Chawla. Kalpana Chawla said that she never dreamed as a child in Karnal that she would cross the frontiers of space. It was enough that her parents allowed her to attend engineering college after she graduated from Tagore School. Kalpana Chawla, she is telling herself that she never dreamed that she is going to become an astronaut. When she was small, she was born in Karnal, and when she was small, she had never dreamed that she is going to become an astronaut, but she continued with her journey in studies, and her parents were so poor that they were not even in support that she can attend the engineering college. So, they were against that also, but still she put forward herself and she completed her engineering college and completed her graduation from Tagore School. After a Bachelor of Science degree in Aeronautical Engineering, against great opposition from her father, she went for a master's degree to the United States of America. She later earned her PhD in Aerospace Engineering. Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian American woman astronaut to blast off from the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, Florida, and participate in the successful mission in space. Her family from India cheered along with staff at the Kennedy Space Center as they watched the Columbia liftoff. See, her parents, as I told, her father, especially her father, he was against the education of Kalpana Chawla. He didn't wish that she should go to United States for her further studies, but still Kalpana Chawla was so much, she was ambitious that she had to complete, she wanted to complete and prove herself in this field. So what she did, after her Bachelor of Science degree, she in Aeronautical Engineer, she applied for the master's degree in United States, and even there she was successful. She completed her PhD in Aerospace Engineering, and then when she took the blast, when she took off from the Kennedy Space Center, when she took off, her parents were very happy to see her, and they all cheered up for her because she was the first Indian woman who was traveling to space. Okay, so they were very happy for her. Kalpana was born in Karnal, Haryana, but was a naturalized US citizen, married to flight instructor to Jane Pierre Harrison. Besides being an astronaut, she was licensed to fly single and multi-engine land airplanes, single engine seaplanes and gliders. Now, as it is, we all know that she was born in Karnal, Haryana, but she was also a naturalized US citizenship. Means what? She was not the citizen of US, of America. She was not the citizen, she was the citizen of India, but she went to America for her further studies. So when she got married to that American US citizen, she got the membership of US, means she was also then called as a US citizenship. So that is called as naturalized, means a person is not permanently the citizen of that country, but later on they are given the membership of the country. Okay, that is called as naturalized. So besides she was an astronaut, she also was licensed to fly single and multi-engine land airplanes. Means she was having the license that she can fly the single seater. As I told that there is a vast difference between a jet single and an aeroplane. So she was having the license that she can fly a single seater as well as a single and multiple engine land airplane. She was having the license of that, and single engine seaplanes and gliders. Then she was also a certified flight instructor. After qualifying as a pilot, Kalpana began to consider another challenge, applying to NASA's Space Shuttle program. See, she was doing all these things. She was having the license of flying the single and multi-engine land airplanes. Also, she was having the license to use the single engine seaplanes and gliders. She was also the flight instructor. But after doing all this, she wanted to do something more. She wanted something challenging. So what she did now? She applied for NASA's Space Shuttle program, and she was first hired as a research scientist at NASA. In 1994, she was selected by NASA for training as an astronaut. So, in the year 1994, when she applied, for NASA space shuttle program, she was selected, and for the first time in the year 1994, she was given a training as an astronaut. When asked what was like being a woman in her field, she replied, "I really never ever thought while pursuing my studies or doing anything else that I was a woman or a person from a small city or a different country. I pretty much had my dreams like anyone else and I followed them." What she is telling now, when she was asked that in this field, you are the first Indian woman in this field and how do you feel? So, she is telling that as all are thinking, as all are having dreams, all we dream about becoming something. So, similarly, I also had my own dreams, but I kept on moving. I didn't stop at a point. I kept on moving forward, and today what is the result of that? That she is now being selected as an astronaut. And people who were around me fortunately always encouraged me and said, "If that's what you want to do, carry on." So, she is telling that the people who were around me, they were always encouraging me. Fortunately means luckily. I had such people around me that they were always encouraging me and they were always telling, "Okay, you want to do this? Okay, carry on, you can move ahead." So, she is telling that I never had any obstacles. I was always, whatever I wanted to do, I was allowed to do. Kalpana's first space mission in the space shuttle Columbia was 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes long. During this time, she went around the earth 252 times, traveling 10.45 million kilometers. See, when she first went in this Columbia, means when she went in the Columbia space shuttle, she was there for 15 days, 16 hours and 34 minutes, means it was a 16th day. So, during this period, what she did, she just took around the earth and she took 252 rounds, 52 times around the earth, and the distance that was travelled was 10.45 million kilometers. So, imagine she had taken rounds, or she was around the earth and travelled 10.45 million kilometers around the earth. The crew included a Japanese and a Ukrainian astronaut. The crew performed experiments such as pollinating plants to observe food growth in space and test for making stronger metals and faster computer chips, all for a price tag of about $56 million. See, the amount spent for that shuttle was $56 million, and what tests were done in this? As I told that 80 experiments were performed on this space shuttle. So, what experiments they had done? They had pollination, that is pollinating the plant and to observe how the food is growing in the space, and also test was done, test was made on to make the metals, how more stronger the metals can be made, and also to make a faster computer chips. On the Saturday night, when the news about the Columbia disaster broke, there was shock and disbelief. The town of Karnal spent a sleepless night as thousands of households stayed glued to their television sets in the hope that Kalpana and the crew had somehow survived. A journalist wrote, see when on Saturday that was the returning time, when they were returning on Saturday night, on the television, on news, they started telecasting that the Columbia Space Shuttle has the disaster has been broke out, and what has happened? The shuttle has caught fire, it has bursted. So all were in a very much shock, and they didn't believe that this is really true. So the people of the town Karnal, they spent sleepless night and they were sitting in front of the television. They were sitting in front of the television and they wanted to see that the news will come, that all the crew members are safe. Only the disaster, means whatever has happened is to the shuttle, but the astronauts who were present, the 7 members of the crew, are all safely landed on the earth. But the news was that they all were killed in that disaster. So a journalist wrote, she was a heroine. It takes enormous ability to become an astronaut. See students, to become an astronaut, it is not an easy task. To become astronaut, it is really very, very difficult. Many studies, many hurdles are to be passed out. You need to know a lot about everything from biology to astrophysics to aeronautical engineering. In this age of super specialization, you must have encyclopedic knowledge to be an astronaut. Means encyclopedia. Now you all must have heard about encyclopedia. In an encyclopedia, you will get the information about each and everything. So now the present day, the technology, what is the science has developed, in today's day, you should have the encyclopedic knowledge, means you should have tremendous vast knowledge about each and everything to become an astronaut. So her achievement is awe-inspiring, is really very inspiring. Her, whatever she has done, we have to take lesson from her. Okay. For millions of young Indians, the story of Kalpana Chawla, a girl from a small town who touched the skies, had become an inspiration. In a message that she sent from abroad, the space shuttle Columbia, to the students of her college in Chandigarh, Kalpana said, "The path from dreams to success does exist." Means whatever we are dreaming, the path, the way to that is existing. Means there is a path from a dream to success. So don't think that whatever we are dreaming are in only dreams. No, if you want to achieve success in whatever field you want or in whichever field you want, you have to dream about it and you have to give your heart and soul for that to achieve success. So she is telling that the path from dreams to success does exist. May you have the vision to find it. Means you should have that vision, you should have that capability to find the path where you want to move on in your life. The courage to get on to it. Wishing you a great journey. She wished all the students of her college in Chandigarh that there is a path for all the dream. Means whatever you are dreaming, you can become successful in that. So she shared this message to the college, to the students of her college, and from space shuttle, and this was written by a journalist. So there will surely be many who start off on this journey to fulfill their dreams. So she is telling that surely you will be successful if you dream and you move on to the path which you want to be. Okay. So this is all about this chapter, Kalpana Chawla. Now we will move on, students, to our poem Beauty. Now before I start, What do you mean by beauty, students? If I say beauty, you will start saying that the flower is beautiful, or the boy is looking very nice, the girl is looking nice, there is means everything is beautiful, right? So, according to us, what is beauty? Beauty is even internal beauty. Internal beauty means what? Internal beauty means a person, if someone who is in need, yes, someone who is in need, and we are helping that person with heart and soul, if we help that person, so what we are doing? We are showing our internal beauty, yes, out of the box we are helping the person. So, that is showing our internal beauty, how we are and how helping we are, okay. So, beauty means not only the facial or the expression, means the external beauty, it is also our internal beauty. And beauty also lies in when we go out. If suppose we are going to some hill station and we see nice fog everywhere, the clouds are very down, and the hills, then you can say the flowers, the scenery, all it is very, very beautiful. So, what comes in our mouth? We immediately say, what is our expression? We immediately say, wow, what a beauty. Yes. So, beauty lies in many things. When we look at the sun, see, the sun is also, when the sun rises, you all have seen the sunrise and the sunset. When you will see the sunrise and sunset, when the sun is when the sun sets, the sky becomes red, and the clouds have silver linings, and it looks so beautiful that we feel like clicking photograph, right? So, this is all beauty is in nature also, right? When it is raining, when we look out of the window, it looks so beautiful, it looks so soothing, means we feel like, wow, so nice, the climate is so beautiful. Yes. So, similarly, this poem is all about beauty. Okay. So, shall we start with the poem? Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting. Anything in earnest. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. So, this poem is, the poet of this poem is E. Yeshur. What he is telling? That the beauty is even in the sunlight. As I told, when the sun rises, students, see, when the sun is rising, when the sun comes up in the sky, you will see all the birds start chirping. Yes, the sparrows, then many birds, they have different sounds, parrots, they all start flying, they move out from their houses for the search of food. When the sun rises, you will hear very sweet, means you will hear, you will feel like something is very sweet song is moving on, means you can hear something sweet singing sound in your ears. So, when the sun rises, the trees look so green and shiny. Yes, at night when the sun sets, the birds are returning back to their home. You can see the flock of birds. Yes, you can see those birds flying, fleets of birds, they are flying to their nest back. So, this is, you will see the beauty in all this. So, the poet is telling the beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees and the birds. Also the corn growing and people working. See, when you will go in some farm, you will see in that farm, nice, there is breezy, light wind, light breeze is moving, and those, all the crops are moving from right to left. So, what you will feel inside, you will feel like, wow, so nice it is looking. It will be all yellow or it will be all green. Okay, so you will feel like so beautiful it is. Then the people who are working in those field, they are doing their work. So that also you will look at that and you will feel like it is so beautiful. Then beauty is heard. See students, when it is breezing, it is heavy wind is there and the windows and doors are closed, you will hear some sound, right? So that sound, when you hear it, you feel it so like, wow, see the sound, what kind of sound is coming from the breeze. So that is also a beauty. In the night, the wind is sighing and rain falling. See, at night when the wind is, the breeze, very light breeze, you feel like sleeping. Suppose you are having a terrace, so you feel like sitting on the terrace and enjoying that breeze, right? So there is beauty even in that. The rain is falling and you are, see, when the rain falls you feel like eating something very hot. So even that is a beauty. And a singer is singing means not a very loud or a very pop songs, singing sweetly. So that chanting is also beautiful. When someone is singing a sad song, you feel like, yeah, you feel that depth of sadness, right? So you feel, someone is singing a sad song. So that is also a beauty. Then beauty is in yourself and beauty is in good deeds, happy thoughts. If you are making someone happy, students, if someone is sad and you are making the person happy, you are making the person feel really relaxed. So beauty is also in that. When you are helping someone, as I told that someone is in really a very much need and you are helping that person. So when you help, your good deeds are shown and that is also a beauty. That is your internal beauty that repeats themselves. Means if you are doing something good, if you are a good person, you are a helping nature person, you will always keep on helping, right? You will not stop it just for a once. You are not going to help someone for one time, but you will keep on helping everyone now and then. So the beauty is also in that. In your dreams, when you are dreaming something, the beauty is in your dreams also. In your work, whatever work you are doing, in your work also you show your beauty. Okay? When you are respecting someone, in your respect we show some beauty. There is beauty in that also. And even in your rest. See, when the baby is taking sleep, when the baby is sleeping, when you look at that sleeping baby, you say, so sweet the baby is looking when the baby is sleeping. Yes or no? We feel. So the beauty is also in the rest. When you rest, you will see that there is beauty. So beauty is not just when you look at someone's face, she is or he or she is looking so fair and so beautiful. No. Someone is dark. Dark means having very dark complexion. So you can't say, array, that person is very dark. So no beauty at all. No, the beauty lies in internal. Okay. So we see beauty in our internal as well as beauty in the nature. So students, this poem was all about beauty. We have seen the poem, we have read the poem, gone through it, and it is all about the beauty. So you have to read this poem once. And students, I want to tell you one thing, that this chapter about Kalpana Chawla and this poem Beauty is not in your syllabus. Okay. So we will stop here. Okay. Thank you.